Hey everyone, it's Test Chamber. We're back, and we're playing BattleBlock Theater. I'm your host, Andrew Reiner. I got Matt Miller here.
Hey Reiner, how's it going?
Great! I'm doing really well. It's a nice cold day outside. There's a lot of snow in April.
Oh man.
Absolutely sucks. I hate this place. Minnesota's the worst. And then we have Game Informer intern Luis Garcia. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. So BattleBlock Theater, the new game from the Behemoth.
The Behemoth.
And published by Microsoft exclusively on Xbox Live. How is it?
It's a blast. I love this game. This is basically a straight up platformer with kind of a cool premise. The reason it's called BattleBlock is because the whole game is kind of built around these blocks that you're slowly learning how to use to your advantage, right? So you can see I just bounced off of that kind of trampoline style block. I've got this crazy fluffy block that I'm going around on that moves back and forth. You've got these blocks that are explosive blocks. And so slowly over time, you learn the properties of the different blocks that are in the game world and use them to your platforming advantage.
And why are you guys purple?
You can pick your team color. You can change it between levels. We could be blue right now. We could be white. We could be all sorts of different crazy colors.
Who's the scuba diver?
That's me.
That's Lewis.
And Miller, you're an adorable koala bear.
I am.
It's kind of what I think of you.
Oh, but look, I just got impaled on some spikes.
Yeah, who designed this world? What a jerk.
Well, that's part of the charm of the game. You're basically running around this world that is been created by some sort of sadistic cats who run this theater, and for some reason they like to see their people kind of die in horrible ways. They're prisoners. So we go through these platforming levels. It's worth noting that we're playing the cooperative campaign right now. The levels, though similar, are actually designed differently for when you play solo or when you play two-player cooperative.
What the hell was all that? You got a yarn ball and some badges?
Yeah, exactly. So you're going through the level. To complete a level, all you need to do is get 3 gems, which is, I think you'd say, Lewis, pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
It's not that hard to find the 3 gems that you need to progress. But the real trick is to get a good grade and get all of the gems that you need. Oh, well done, Lewis.
Now, when I first saw this game, it was like a century ago. I might be exaggerating the years a little bit, but it was a long time ago at PAX Prime.
Yeah.
Behemoth, I'm always shocked and impressed and a little worried when developers have a hit like Castle Crashers, and then they go off and do something completely different.
Yeah.
Does this kind of live up to that game? I mean, did they make the right move?
I think this is a great new game from them. It is a dramatic departure from the brawler sensibilities that you had with Castle Crashers, but it's clear once you play this game why it took them so long to make this game, because it really is a game in terms of scope and size that's just as big as like a Super Mario side scroller.
Castle Crashers, you could play that multiplayer, it's the same game. This game, you have a different co-op campaign and single player, correct?
Exactly. Like the missions are, you can kind of see the ways that the levels are similar when you play them, but they're effectively new puzzles when you play them cooperatively. You saw just a bit ago that like Lewis and I kind of cooperatively moved across this area that we wouldn't have been able to do on our own. And so the levels are designed for co-op in a way that very few other games are. The only, a comparable game might be Missplosion Man that has some cooperative levels that are designed to be played with 2 players. I think I might need your help up here to get through.
So does the camera pan out like that on its own?
Yeah, it does.
And then how did he get warp right to you? Was there like a portal, or is there a button that just brings you?
No, yeah, it was yet another kind of interesting block. There we go. Now we're at the exit. It's like a teleport block. And so over the course of the game, they constantly are layering in these new blocks that you're learning the properties of until you get to the end stages, which are just crazy hard. You can see the other special pickup that we got. You mentioned the yarn ball, right? The yarn ball is something that you get There's only one per level, and they're special items that you can use to pick up new weapons.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to show you this kind of cool little area. On every world, you can go into the gift shop, and you can go and buy new heads. So if it's telling you right here, these are new prisoners, supposedly, that you're unlocking with the gems that you've gotten. And this is kind of the main collectible mechanic of the game, is getting these different heads.
Well, let's get a different head.
We are. So we're buying some more heads right here. I've bought all that I can, and then when we leave the gift shop, it's gonna let us hop in and make changes, right? So I can change it over and be this crazy thing, or I like this guy.
That guy's crazy.
Okay, we'll stick with him, and I'll also change my weapon. We'll put in a little exploding frog guy. And we'll also change our color. How about bright red?
What do you think of that,
colors.
Lewis? Yeah?
Excellent. So the game is really big, like I was saying, but not only does it have these two pretty much totally separate campaigns that you can play through, but you also have all these arena games that you can play, which are, reminiscent of something like Super Smash Brothers is probably the closest thing you'd compare them to.
That's 4-player, correct?
Yeah, you can play them cooperatively against bots with like 4 players and 4 bots.
What about this campaign? Is this only 2-player?
Yes, the actual campaign is only 2-player, but or 1 player if you play those missions. Not sure where we go here. I'm trying to remember.
Looks like a teleporter block on that side.
Oh yeah, we got to go back over there. Good call.
I'll just point out, if that square Yeti were real, I'd hug the hell out of it.
Yeah, isn't he cute?
He's adorable.
But the arena games can keep you busy for a long time, and there's a matchmaking service online that hooks you up with other players quite quickly and gets you going on matches. I bet there's a secret over there. Yeah, nice job, Lewis. And so that's going to keep you busy after you beat the campaign. But wait, there's more, Reiner.
What? It's like The Price is Right.
I know, it's crazy. In addition to all this stuff, they've got a full level editor in here, which is actually a really smart idea if you think about it, because the fundamentals of the design of this game, once you actually have all the blocks in, is not that crazy, right? Like, you just have these different blocks that you can put into play, and then you're kind of off to the races to make the levels that you want to make. And so already, even in these first few weeks that the game has been out, this guy, it's
like Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, this little bird thing. It took me a little while to figure out. He shows that there's a secret exit to the level. So somewhere around here, I bet it's up here actually. Do you want to come up here, Lewis, and see if we can hop up together? I might need to pull you up.
That was cool.
Yeah, and let's see if we can get it. Okay, now drop me. Secret. Oh, you're gonna get to hear
that already.
Super Mario style.
Now you're gonna get to hear the awesome secret level music, where the narrator sings to us about all the secrets.
Now, Lewis, one of my favorite things about Castle Crashers was the humor. And obviously, it's not fair to compare it to Castle Crashers. They're 2 very different games. But does it have some of that kind of same writing and visual humor that they had in the other games?
I think it's goofy. I haven't played a ton of it, but the design of the cats that have you captive and just little other aspects during the platforming, like the way you die, it's not gruesome so much as it is kind of like a Saturday morning cartoon with a little bit of a teen slant to it.
Right.
They also obviously have this narrator guy who's singing for us right now, but on a normal level, he's just kind of constantly offering commentary about how bad we're doing, or about why we want to get the gems and all that kind of stuff, and so that adds some humor. I think the humor personally is a little bit hit and miss. A lot of people really love it. And for me, I think there's definitely times it makes me chuckle, and then there's other times that I'm just like, it's kind of grating. But they do include options. I really appreciate this, to actually turn the narrator off if you don't like him, or even if you like him initially, but after a while you're fed up with the comments and you want to just kind of play the game, which is pretty cool.
And the game's out now. It came out last Tuesday, correct?
It is indeed.
Or last Wednesday. I don't remember when it launched, but it's out there now. What's your final verdict on this, man?
I gave this game a 9. It's really one of the best platformers in years. I put it right up there with Super Meat Boy in terms of like really unique takes on the platforming genre. And the fact that you can play these levels that are very particularly designed for you to play with a buddy is just awesome. You know, that's something that actually more well-known platformers like Mario don't do. And the fact that there are levels here that you have to work together to figure out the puzzles, and they get certainly really challenging in the later levels, makes for a game that has a lot of replay value and is just a lot of fun to play.
So only a 9, huh? That's not good enough for me.
Oh yeah?
But I guess that's good enough for you two. And if you guys are liking what you see out there, and obviously it looks like it is a lot of fun, and it has a lot of depth, and it's definitely one of those different co-op experiences than you usually get out there. Check it out, and thank you all for watching, and thank you, Miller, and thank you, Luis, for joining us here on Test Chamber today.
No problem.
Yep, thanks.
See you next time, everyone.